I wasn't even really planning on doing a little double header, but I found a backup that ended up working out for me. So, there we go. We are set to do episodes 55 and 56 today. Expect episode 55 to be uploaded around the evening time, maybe at night, maybe early at night, and expect the episode 56 to be uploaded right around the night, maybe even midnight, I don't know. I'm just kidding, man. It's gonna be like late evening, early night for both of them. But anyways, we have crowned a national champion in the college football landscape, and we are down to 4 teams in the conference championships will be happening on Sunday. I will be here to give my reaction to the national championship game and also give my predictions for the AFC and NFC championship games. Welcome back to Grizzly Talks Football. I'm the Grizz, and if you are new to this series, like I always say, I will leave a link in the description with the entire playlist so that you guys have every single episode in there so you're all caught up. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. Also, make sure you smash that like button. And without further ado, let's get to the games. First things first, congratulations to... I'm not going to get used to this. Oh boy. The Ohio State Buckeyes for winning the national championship. Yep, I already said it. I wouldn't call them the Ohio State unless they won the national title, and they sure did. So I'm a man of my word. Are you happy, Buckeyes fans? You still didn't beat Michigan for 4 years straight. I bet Michigan fans are in a way rejoicing, but in a way really raging right now because their rival won a national championship. But also, Ryan Day keeps his job. 34-23 was the final score. To be fair, Notre Dame actually made that a little bit closer than it could have been. It was like 31-7 at one point, but Notre Dame made it 31-23, but then gave up a field goal, which ultimately sealed the Irish's fate. I'll be honest, both quarterbacks, Riley Leonard and Will Howard, were very solid in the passing game. Like, Riley Leonard had 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Will Howard had 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. There was literally only 1 turnover in this game, and it almost swung the momentum on the Irish side. It kind of did, but then also it didn't. But let me talk to Notre Dame about this. Riley Leonard had more carries than both Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price combined. 17 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Run game hasn't been working all game. As far as receiving, it was pretty much the Jaden Greathouse show for Notre Dame. But for Ohio State, the rushing game trumps all. Quinshon Judkins, 3 total touchdowns, 100 rushing yards, and along with a touchdown from Jeremiah Smith, yours truly. Man, we had some offensive firepower this national championship. This was a good game. It was basically only 1 turnover, 2 sacks for Josh Burnham. Drake Bowen with a forced fumble recovery by Kingston Viliamuasa. I hope I said that right. That was when I believe it was Judkins that ran the ball and then he fumbled it at the end just before his knee was down. So then Notre Dame got the ball back, got the ball for their offense, and it almost basically shifted the momentum for the Notre Dame side. Defense has played okay. It was just an offensive showing. Unfortunately for Notre Dame, they could not stop Ohio State enough to be able to give themselves a chance. The good news for Ohio State is that Jaden Fielding put on his clutch jeans and his ice veins because he showed up and he showed up perfect this game. As for Mitch Jeter, doinking a 27-yard field goal? Really? But all in all, this was a fantastic game, and I gotta say it, there isn't really much you could say about Ohio State now. They really are the national champions, and I'm not gonna do a final AP poll because we all know who's the national champion here. But once again, congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh dear God, I'm gonna freaking just... I don't know what to do. I just want to smack myself in the face every time I say the. But now we switch to the NFL for this final stretch. We got Conference Championship weekend coming up, and I'm here to reveal my predictions for each conference champion. Kicking things off, this is a little weird, but the NFC Championship is first. We got the 6th seed Washington Commanders taking on the 2 seed Philadelphia Eagles. Questions of the game: will Jaden Daniels take down Jalen Hurts and the Eagles again? Or will the offense and defensive completion and domination be too much for Washington to overcome? Talent-wise, Eagles win by a mile, but Washington and Dan Quinn have been on an absolute journey to this point. You cannot count the Commanders out by any means. I mean, come on, they beat the 15-2 Detroit Lions to put up 45 on their defense. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles defense is a lot better. Well, their offense doesn't compete with Detroit's, but they're still like top 5 at least for that offense. And they pretty much had the best defense in the league as far as the Eagles go. It pains me to do so, but I had to go with my gut feeling. I think the Eagles will get it done in the end. I think this game will definitely be close. Washington will keep this game close, keep themselves in the game. But I see Philadelphia winning this game 38-35. It's going to be an offensive explosion out of nowhere. I expect both quarterbacks to have like at least 2 touchdown passes. I would say Saquon has 2 touchdowns as well. I would say Jaden Daniels has 4 touchdowns with 300 plus yards. But it comes down to the defense in the 4th quarter, and I think Philadelphia has a lot more gas in the tank on defense than Washington does, respectfully. This video is short because it's really only 2 conference championship games and only 1 national championship game to really talk about. But the final game we got is the AFC Championship for Conference Championship weekend. We got the top 2 seeds of the AFC, the Bills playing at the Chiefs. This is pretty much the best modern era rivalry, probably in AFC football history, maybe NFL. The amount of battles that these 2 teams have had and the amount of close games and memorable moments these 2 teams have had is just, it gets you out of your seat. Grab your popcorn, get to the movie theater. Hopefully they turn this game on instead of, what do you call it? Moana 2 or like any of those little movies. Hey, watch your movies, get some entertainment in ya. But anyways, this game is going to be cinema. Literally, it's going to be aged like a movie. Remember the 2005-6 Rose Bowl? You probably don't, but that game was legendary for all the right reasons. This is literally the NFL equivalent to it. And this game, oh boy, this is going to be a battle. This is going to be a war. On one hand, you have the Chiefs, a team that I picked for almost every single game after week 1. I do apologize to Kansas City for picking against them in week 1. They really shut me the hell up, and I just picked them almost every game ever since. On the other hand, you had the Bills, a team that I was actually pretty surprised to see that is still being elite to this day. I guess getting rid of Stephon Diggs was the right decision because their team got so much better. But in the end, talent just overcomes grit and determination at the end. Unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes does own Josh Allen in the playoffs. I gotta see it to believe it, Buffalo, but I think Kansas City is going to win a close one, 27-21. Not as many touchdowns as the NFC Championship. However, these 2 games are going to be extremely close. I feel like an offensive duel is a brew. Defenses can play a big role as well, depending on how well they play. But I still have the Chiefs winning. Getting some favorable calls, not very many, not to piss off the Chiefs fans that keep on saying, cry harder. The refs aren't saving you. They're saving you and you still lose. But I think there's going to be some questionable calls that are going to affect this game, but not a whole lot. But even with questionable calls, Kansas City's ability to finish games is going to be what wins them the game at the end of the day and get them to the Super Bowl. But Buffalo, please eliminate this fucking team. I don't want to see a 3P. The only 3P I wanted to see was the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2000s. Or Michael Jordan and the Bulls in the 90s. I know it's very short, but there weren't very many games to talk about, and that's going to do it for this episode of Grizzly Talks Football. Once again, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you smash that like button, hit the red subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. This is the Grizzly, that's all for me, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace!